Oh, looky there. Starting the week off right, I guess. We got our lumber, everything for the exterior of the house, minus the roof, which is trusses and metal and all the hardware that goes along with putting the roof on. But we did get our gutters, siding, walls, interior walls, exterior walls, of course a ton of OSB headers. We got a lot of stuff, ton of stuff. Extremely happy with the delivery guy. Professional, 100%. He made it look very easy getting all this stuff off and putting it right where I needed it. Because we want to make sure that we leave this open so they can take out them stumps and extend our driveway as well as over here. So this was the best spot to put it. I'll still be living in the garage, so the garage doors can be blocked all except for that back door, and that pallet that's in front of it, I will break it down and move everything inside so we keep it dry. The rest of this stuff we're gonna have to cover with tarps, and we'll see if I have enough tarps. If not, I know where to find them. Well, we're gonna get some stuff done. We got all that covered up. It's looking pretty good. We'll see how it does with the wind today. Got some thunderstorms rolling in, and supposed to be pretty gusty winds. So we'll see how that fares. We have to see, put more stuff on it to keep the tarps from flying away. But before it starts raining, I like to cut some of these branches and get a little bit of a better view to the road here from the garage, just for my, I don't know, security. I like to see out here. So we're gonna go ahead and get some stuff cut out of here and hopefully get a little bit easier view down the driveway and to the panels. All right, looking better. We should probably clean up over there a tad bit and knock out some of that. All right. We're gonna do something a little different today. We got some target out here set at 20 yards from our bow over there. We gotta get this thing sighted in, get some stuff knocked out, at least get this thing in top notch so we can just grab it at any time. It should be pretty close, unless you got jars around during moving around through the year. Let's knock it out. Let's get this thing sighted in. Should be fairly simple, I think. We did make one change this year, so Last year I was using 125 gram broadheads. This year I'm going to 100. So I had to change the field tip to 100 grams, and I got some new broadheads for 100 grams. So we'll see what changes that has made, I guess. Alright, so we were right there. I don't know how to get this arrow out of here. Still a little left, a little right, a little bit right. Not bad though. I mean, for 20 yards, that should be a little bit closer, but it's looking good. Here's where we went in. Low. All right, so we've made some adjustments. Let's try to get this center knocked out. All right. 1 inch low still. We didn't make any movement there, so it's all right. I think we're good. 1 inch. It's fine. Alright, you can see here, here's our arrow. She's pretty deep in there. I don't know, this is too thin. This is too thin, and then of course this is too thick, so it's gonna be tough getting this arrow out of here, but yeah, we are dead on. I am super stoked with where our sighting is. Happy. Here, one more thing done before the house gets started. So then we can just pick up the bow and go out and hunt any evening or in the morning per se. Just grab it and go. We're ready for that. Deer stand's pretty set up. I'll take a walk out there today, maybe switch the chip out. I saw 2 deer, 2 fawns and a doe right out front last night, about 2 in the morning. And I was like, hey, I heard something. And then I heard another one run off into the water. So they're out here, they're ready. Hopefully, I've been seeing a buck out on the front camera. Hopefully we get to see him while we're out there hunting, because he should be a pretty big boy. But I'll go ahead and check the camera today, knock that out, show you what's on the camera. Well, what a week. It's been like this, seems like all week, where we got on and off rain. Fred, what's wrong with you? Huh? Anyway, it's been on and off rain. Like, it's hard to get anything accomplished when this rain showers is like on, off, on, off, on, off constantly. And we haven't had a lot of sun this week. Solar's doing pretty well, considering the cloudiness, I guess, and the rain. But we're doing okay. So got these 4 panels out here that we're kind of allowing to go to waste because I just don't have it hooked up yet. But I did change that battery on the sink the other day, and we need to charge that other battery. And with these 4 panels sitting out here, can't charge. So these 4 panels belong to a completely different solar system. And if you've been with the channel for a while, you know that I used this solar system when I was in the camper and blah blah blah. Anyway, I want to get these set up, and we'll get this solar system charging. So there's a few things I want to do with that solar system in the future, and who knows what that'll be. But this solar system's a nice solar system. It really works well. It's kind of a smaller system. It's only got 2 batteries, 1 smaller inverter, like a 2,000 watt inverter. So, but it works. It works really well. So I want to get this stuff utilized again. So we're gonna have to build some type of box. One, I don't want the batteries. Everything's gonna be outside, out here, somewhere under this system here. So I want to weatherproof it, if you will. So we got to get that done. We'll get this weatherproofed and find a spot to put it out here somewhere. The deer be up in here chewing on something. I'll tell you, like, see, it's this stuff here. Whatever this is, they eat it. I'm not sure what it is, but you'll see. Yeah, see all these? They eat the leaves right off of these. So the deer are constantly up in here chewing on these. I'm not exactly sure. You can see it over there too. And they're all up and all through here. Not exactly sure what that plant is, but they absolutely love that plant. So one, I think that's a good plant to be planting, besides like a clover, something for something for, my mind is not working, like a food plot for the deer. And they're in the driveway chewing this stuff up all over the place. So I mean, apparently it grows out here, so it wouldn't be bad to start a little food plot somewhere in the opening. So another thing I'm planning on, what I would like to do is I'd like to build me a nice deer stand, something that throughout the winter I don't freeze, and it'd be cool to have a permanent deer stand somewhere out here on the property. Now, where, if I put it where my stand is now, or I put it on the other side, who knows, but that solar system would be super beneficial. Would be nice to plug that in, plug a heater into a deer stand that's insulated and warm. So I could use propane too, whatever, but besides the point, I mean, we would have actual power out in our deer stand, which would be pretty cool, I think. So that solar system maybe eventually will be used for that once I can get the house up and running. Right now I need that battery, well, at least one of the batteries for the pump in the sink. So, but I'm rambling here, so let's get to moving on this system. And what I plan to use, I plan on using this thing. Hopefully there's no mice in here. We've got a few things in here we got to clean out, but I'd like to use this as our weatherproofing box out there, and we'll mount the system up in here, which will be cool. We'll be able to be charging that battery. Okay, we got to get this off the wall. We got to get these cables out of the ground, and yeah, not looking too bad here. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Should be these two train of UTVs. All right, so this is pretty much our full system, minus one extra battery that we keep swapping out, and the panels, of course. We need to fit this into that box there. So let's get a move on. Let's get this done. We got to figure out how to mount these things. Need to make a few measurements. What I like to do is create some type of platform in here to mount our boxes to and to put our battery on. So a couple 2x4s and maybe one cross member, and then we'll cover it with OSB to ensure we're off the ground, and if it does get water in here for some odd reason, we're covered. 3 feet is going to be the number. See what we look like. Okay, well that's not bad. Now, another measurement needs to be taken. Gonna give her a little fresh coat, at least the wood. We got our ventilation in the window. It's gonna be good. Good thing we got ventilation. Battery hooked up. We got our inverter in. It's a little dusty. Inverter's in. Got our hot wire going to our fuse. We got our controller hooked up. with this is just a Bluetooth thing that you can connect to your phone. You can monitor the battery and what's going in, what's going out. It's a pretty good monitoring system, I'm not gonna lie. Now all we gotta do is hook the panels in and then run them out and we'll be charging. We got our little box. It's nice, and I made it big enough so we could fit both batteries in here if at one time we need it. Portable solar. How nice is that? What I would like to do is I would like to add a fan in here to blow out some of the heat in the summertime. The wintertime I'm not so sure about. We might have to take this inside to winterize it. I don't want to leave it outside in sub-zero temperatures. But other than that, yeah, we're looking good. I think it's well ventilated enough. But like I said, I would like to put a screen on one side and a fan on another, so then we can ventilate this area just a little bit more to keep it cool. We don't want it to get too hot in there. Not like the summers are really warm here in the long run, but man, I think it looks pretty good. I think we're ready to shove it outside. Okay, solar panels, wires hooked in. Nice. Okay, so we hooked our solar panels into the small solar system up front, and we didn't even need to use that long wire since they're so close. And just to see here, we are charging. As you can see, that state light is flashing. This one here, I'm talking. So that means we're charging, and we got 34.1 Now we're going down because it's getting cloudier, but we are pulling in some voltage, and we're putting it in this battery. So we're charging. We're fully charging. If I had my phone, I could link up to it in Bluetooth, and we could see actually how many amps it's pulling. But them panels are fairly small. We're waterproof, kinda-ish. Sun's coming out, so we should be charging even more. But these panels are fairly small. They're only 100 amp or 100 watt panels, 12 volts each. So these are fairly small. Like one of these panels is bigger than 4 of these put together. So just goes to show. Of course, this was a little bit more money. This whole entire little solar system did so great on the camper, and it would do great on other projects. I just don't have a need for it since I have the big solar system. But like I said, it would be nice to install this on my vehicle as a camping vehicle and just have power and everything, or put it on like I said, my hunting shack or a fish shanty or whatever, just to have power constantly. It would be really worth it on an ice shanty that you're going bringing it on the ice, and you have constant power. So definitely a worthwhile system. If somebody's starting out with something small, I would definitely go with something, a small panel set. You can buy Harbor Freight panels, roughly $100 a piece. They're same panels, about 100 amp or 100 watt panels. The control, everything can be bought from Harbor Freight, and Harbor Freight has a pretty decent selection of sizes that you could use. Now, you do have to do a little research because it took me a while to figure out solar. That little solar system was kind of a gateway into the bigger one. It kind of helped out. Once setting up this little one, I was so frustrated because I didn't understand solar at all, one single bit. But using this smaller solar system gained me the experience to kind of put together the bigger solar system. Don't get me wrong, I'm still learning. It's still a kind of a new system for me, but everything seems to be working. Definitely worth it. I mean, I used a generator for a while too, and the generators are expensive too. They're not cheap. I think my first one I did get pretty cheap was like $600 for the generator, but then I'm putting, you know, $30 worth of gas, you know, every couple days with the generator, and that adds up quick when that's your only source of power. But this little solar system, definitely well worth it. Worked phenomenally. Well, good morning, folks. It's that time of the week again. Time for me to edit a video and get it out to all you amazing peoples. We had a good, amazing week this week. We got the little portable solar system out and about and up and running. We got the little clearing happened in here. We got the bow sighted in. I did stake off the house so that when the guys come in to do the dirt work, which is supposed to be today or tomorrow, hopefully, as long as no setbacks happen, we'll get that done. I did get the lumber in all over here, and I cut another trail out to the deer stand so we can take the four-wheeler out there instead of having to walk through the woods every time. So we had a great week. We had got a lot accomplished. Nothing really extravagant, but everything that needs to get accomplished. So there's a few other things I got to move. I got to get that fire pit out. I got to get the burning barrel out. We got to get rid of that target. I got to move the garden. Maybe back here, I'm not sure. We're running out of room now that the lumber's here. And I gotta keep everything clear so we can get all of this out, and then all this gravel needs to be pushed up. So a lot of that needs to be done. I'm hoping that we see some type of equipment out here this week so we can get that started and maybe give us a little bit more room. We'll take out this corner here, and that'll give us more room as well. We'll pull this gravel and fill in all these spots. Man, I'm telling you, we're going to be pushing winter pretty tight right now. I'm a little worried about getting the house weathered in prior to winter. We're running late in the season. We've got only a couple weeks left. Man, I'm really hoping that we can get some push, a hard push within this week to knock some of this stuff out. But once again, it was a week that we got a lot accomplished that we needed to. I saved you the agony of watching me cut a trail in here, but I will take the four-wheeler out there and show you the nice trail on the way out. So this is Dan. I'm living my Northwoods dream. Don't forget to live yours. Have a good week. I'll see you next week. Peace.